If you're a renter in Texas, you need to pay attention. Wages are not keeping up with the rising cost of housing. That's what the latest report from the National Low-Income Housing Coalition is telling us. Every summer, they release their Out of Reach report, and its 2025 edition has some important data on wages and housing. But on top of that is what's happening currently with the Trump administration. We have a write-up of the report on our blog, as well as the report itself, and some really important links, so go ahead and go to texashousers.org to check it out. But to summarize, the report worked by calculating what's called a housing wage. That's basically what you need to make an hour to afford a 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom rental home at fair market rent. And on our blog, we say it plainly. The data is clear. Half of all renters in the United States are cost burdened, meaning they spend at least 30% of their monthly income on rent. And 1/4 of all renters in the United States are severely cost burdened, spending at least 50% of their income on rent. And what we're seeing in Texas is that small wage increases are not enough to keep up with quick rising rents. In Texas, the housing wage for the entire state is $29.64 per hour. But going into our major cities, required wages climb even higher. In Dallas, it's $36.23. In Fort Worth, it's $32.79. And in Austin, it's $37.48. However, high prices aren't limited to just urban areas. In Kendall County near Boerne, it's $33.23. In Martin County near Odessa, it's $35.92. And in Midland, the housing wage is $35.90. And what the report shows is low wage jobs are actually the most common jobs. So what we're looking at here is the median wage list for common jobs in Texas. Out of the 30 most common jobs in Texas, 21 of those occupations are under the housing wage in Texas. It amounts to 12 million people in our state whose median housing wage is below what is needed to make ends meet. Given our nation's history with redlining, discrimination, and other issues stemming from racism, Black and Latino households are more likely to be cost burdened with their lack of access to higher paying jobs and better neighborhoods. And while we are focused on what's happening here in Texas, yes, raising the state minimum wage beyond $7.25, the federal wage, would help. We also need to focus on federal solutions. Here's what we need to focus on right away. In the federal budget for next year, it'll look something like FY 2026 spending bill. Trump is suggesting that we cut 60,000 emergency housing vouchers from the budget and also allow other housing choice vouchers to expire without refunding them. This, alongside a proposed 44% budget cut to HUD, would remove affordable housing, community development programs, and threaten homelessness to hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people. Now, we are seeing that the version being worked on in Congress may maintain these vouchers, but there's no guarantee. There are also several bills in Congress that are looking to deal with the affordable housing shortage, such as bills that are looking to add to the Housing Trust Fund to build and repair and operate nearly 2 million homes affordable to families with low incomes, as well as expanding housing choice vouchers for renters and providing counseling to navigate them to new homes. All these bills are in the Out of Reach report. You can read about them there. Ultimately, what you should be getting out of this is that wages are not rising consistently with the cost of housing, and it is time for you and your neighbors and your friends and your family to start talking about it. Thanks, y'all.